What's up, y'all? Everyday Say here, back with another video. Me and the sun is hanging out today, but I wanted to talk today to y'all because I got a message from someone who wanted to know, how can I date without getting hurt? Unfortunately, the only way you can date without getting hurt is to not date at all. Because in order to find someone, when you're dating, and if you're genuine and you're being serious, the only way you're going to find someone is you have to be vulnerable. Meaning that you have to be open to being hurt in order to find a genuine person. If you're closed off, if you're half-stepping, if you're not serious, I promise you, people that you're dating are going to be able to tell. When they're texting you, you're not texting them back until 2 or 3 days later. You're not serious. You're half-stepping in the dating. If I'm constantly trying to reach out to you to go on dates and you're constantly busy, you're constantly not making time, you're half-stepping when you're dating. And no good man or good woman is going to waste their time with someone who is not giving the same amount of effort as they are. With that being said, I do want to give 3 ways to reduce you getting hurt. And number 1 is you have to understand yourself before you start dating. Because if you understand yourself, you'll understand what it is you need versus what it is you want. Too many people, they have this long list of these things that their partner, their ideal man or woman has to have in order for them to get into a relationship with them. When the reality is, I promise you, most of y'all, 90% of that list, you can probably trash. The foundational principles are the ones that matter the most. Meaning, do they want to get married? Do they want to have kids? Do we agree on how we spend money? Do we agree on politics? Do we agree on religion? Those things matter the most. Out of everything that you have on your list, those things matter the most. Because a man who looks like what you want him to look like, that does not share the same values as you, y'all not going to work together. But someone who is 5'6", 5'7", okay looking and shares the same values, that can be a marriage. That can stand the test of time. So when you start dating, you have to understand what it is you need versus what you want. And once you realize what I need is a man or a woman that has these foundational principles, then you can move differently. You won't be swayed by the fine guy who's 6'7" and all this other stuff, got all this money and stuff. You won't be swayed by that, because when you start talking to him and dating him, you'll realize that that's all he has to show for. That is his identity. Him being 6'7" and making a lot of money, that's his identity. He has no morals, he has no values, and y'all share nothing in common or nothing in interest. And so you won't even waste your time on that. You won't even waste your time going on a second date. Thank you so much. It was nice meeting you, Andrew, but I just don't think this is going to work out. Same thing with the men. You have to know what it is that you need instead of what you want, so that you do not waste your time dating people who do not have a future with you. The second thing is, take your time. Social media has put so much pressure on people to get into relationships, or you follow your favorite social couple and you see them cuddling by the fire during Christmas, celebrating as a family during Thanksgiving. You see them doing all these things, and you start looking at that and envying that, being like, dang, I want that too. And so you get to a point that dating has become so stressful, life has become so stressful, you desperate. You like, I'd take anybody. And you find someone that you've only known for 2 days and you head over heels for him. You don't even know this man, or you don't even know this woman, and you head over heels for her. You over here telling the homeboys like, bro, this is my wife right here. This is my wife. Well, tell me, what's her last name? I don't even know. I don't know what I ain't got that far. I don't know what her favorite color is, but she your wife? You sure, homie? You sure that's your wife? Like, bro, you barely even know her. You went on 1 date and now you head over heels for her. Or a woman doing the same thing. Social media has put so much pressure on people to get married, to get in relationships, all because they want that fantasy that they see on social media. So listen, when you're dating, take your time. Slow down. There is not a race to the end. There's not a race to the finish. You need to be intentional when you're dating. You need to ask intentional questions. You need to vet these people enough to the point where you have an understanding of who they are as a person. That doesn't mean that you got to talk to them for a whole year with no commitment. I'm not saying that. But stop getting into relationships with people. Stop posting people on your social media. Stop doing all these couple things with these people when you've only known them for 2 days. Y'all doing that and y'all jumping head over heels for people, and then when you find out that all they did was put on a persona of who you thought they were, their representative was showing this entire time, and then all of a sudden when they show you who they truly are, you're hurt by it because you thought they were one way, but you didn't take the time to sit and really understand who this person is. Number 3, keep your legs closed, and men, keep your pants up. Too many of y'all don't have self-control. You have no self-control. You see something you like, you start getting that tingly feeling down there, your second head start talking to you, and before you know it, you in the bed with them. You don't even know them. And unfortunately, what sometimes tends to happen is you run into people who know how to get that dopamine release out of you. You got that girl that'll make your toes curl up. You got that man that'll make you get up and want to clean the house after he get done putting it on you. But the problem with that is that many times when those type of things happen, they cloud your judgment. So all those red flags that are popping up here and there, here and there, here and there, you completely ignore them because he's satisfying one part of you. She's satisfying one part of you. You don't want to let him go because, girl, he put it down on me. He giving me that good every night. You don't want to let her know because she got your toes curling up. She got you seeing dang near heaven. So you don't want to let that go. But the problem is, it will cloud your memory. That dopamine release, that release, that euphoric feeling that you get, that will cloud your mind, that will cloud your judgment, and you will be with a person who can satisfy only one part of you but be failing you in every other part. And I'm telling you right now, a person like that, it's only going to last for so long. It's good for a little while until they decide that I'm not doing this no more. And then the whole time you thought, well, I thought we had something. You had nothing. You were overwhelmed by that dopamine release. You were overwhelmed by that euphoric feeling you was getting, and what you had was nothing real. It was just a friend with benefits. That's all. So those are my 3 rules for reducing being hurt when you're dating. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like and subscribe. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good day.